Jon Jones is going to ragdoll Stipe Miocic. I don't know what to say in this video other than what I just said right now. I could end the video right now if I wanted to. But let me just drag this out a little bit. Jon Jones has better grappling than Stipe Miocic, in my opinion, right? He has light heavyweight grappling. He's stronger of the two. He's bigger. He just recently lied and said he's walking around 235. There's no way with his big, roided up belly that he's walking around at 235. Shut up, Jon Jones, you're lying. Stipe Miocic has been away from the sport for 3 years. Last time he was in the sport, he got KO'd out cold. Jon Jones, unlike Stipe, well, you know what? Jon Jones also hasn't fought that much. But recently, Jon Jones was moving up to heavyweight. He was training his body, getting physically conditioned, you know, lifting weights. Stipe Miocic on the hand was out there he was 10-8ing fires, I suppose. So, like, I mean, good on Stipe Miocic. He was getting some wins under his belt. But for the most part, he wasn't really doing much. And, against someone like Jon Jones, who's just recently ragdolled Cyril Gane, I just don't see the pathway to victory for Stipe Miocic. And by the way, one more thing I'm just going to squeeze into this video. This is obviously a gimmick fight. It's clearly a gimmick fight. I mean, realistically, it's just like one of those things like, oh, here's Vitor Belfort. You know, here comes back Chuck Liddell from his retirement home. That's kind of what it feels like, honestly. Like, Stipe Miocic, I get it. He's the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time, undoubtedly. In the UFC heavyweight division, no one's greater than Stipe Miocic. But this ain't prime Stipe Miocic. He's 41 years old. I know you haven't seen the 4 losses in a row that a lot of legends go down the path of, and then it's like, oh, okay, now they're washed. Stipe Miocic only has 1 loss to Francis Ngannou. And for some reason, that means that he must still be in his prime. He's sat out for so long. He looks frail. He looks more CTE induced. He looks, like a dried up chicken wing, honestly. Like, it's just hard to watch. Like, he's a big dude, I get it. He'd beat me up. He'd beat everybody up, realistically, right? If you haven't, even with training experience, Stipe Miocic would beat all of us up, let's be honest here. But this is a gimmick fight. Like, Dana White just got 2 of the biggest names in the division, put them together, and said, here you go. But no one cares, I feel like. I feel like everyone wants to see Tom Aspinall fight anyway, so I don't know why he's so dead set on a Stipe Miocic title fight. Like, no one cares. Like, if Stipe Miocic is retired and everyone was like, oh, look, there's Stipe Miocic in the crowd. Here comes the tribute video. And then Stipe Miocic just like getting up and crying up. He's like, but then, you know? And he's like, oi, where am I? You know, like the CT just gets to his brain. Starts infecting him immediately. Like the symbiote, just little by little. Like halfway through the tribute video, he's just like, who am I? You know? Stuff like that. I don't know. There's nothing to say. I'm just trying to bring things out. You know what? I have $500 on this fight, and there's just no way that Stipe Miocic in any way, shape, or form can win. I'm just so confident Jon Jones is going to just take him down. Honestly, what's Stipe going to do? Shoot a double leg? Shoot a single leg? What's he going to do? Jon Jones is stronger than him, fatter than him, heavier than him, better wrestling, honestly, at this point in the game than him. Well, Jon Jones will have the reach, give the distance. Honestly, Jon Jones might make this into a massive farce of a fight by just literally giving Stipe a chance and not finishing him off immediately and be like, oh, well, I told you guys it was going to be a close fight. Stipe still got it. Honestly, if Jon Jones pulls out and Tom Aspinall was put in against Stipe Miocic ain't making it past the first round. But the same can be said for Jon Jones if Stipe Miocic pulls out. So, like, who's really washed? I don't know. What's the path to Stipe Miocic's win? I'm seeing some people say, you know what, Stipe Miocic is not going to get finished immediately. He's going to give Jon Jones some real trouble. Who are you? Michael Bisping? Some other people I've seen also make the videos. Apparently Stipe Miocic is going to be a tough challenge for Jon Jones. Ooh, 41-year-old Stipe Miocic. Shut up. This is a gimmick fight. It's just a name they pulled out of the hat because Francis Ngannou ain't there. So they're like, you know what? Jon Jones moved to the heavyweight division. He didn't fight for 3 years. Let's try to get our money out of it. Let's give him Stipe Miocic. Even though there'll be bigger pay-per-view sales for Jon Aspinall fight. No one's clamoring for this. You know what? After the first 6 months of Jon Jones winning the title, and then we found out apparently it was going to happen in November. Even then we were like, oh god, November? I thought it was going to happen in July, but okay, we'll wait. And then after he pulled out, no one was thinking, let's remake the fight. Everyone was thinking, okay, so Pavlovich versus Stipe is going to be the filler fight. Nah, Stipe pulled out, entitled. Maybe not entitled. A little bit, okay? Just a little, a little bit. Then Tom Aspinall comes in, KOs Pavlovich, defends his title, You get that? Interim title is being defended while the heavyweight champion is out there dancing around in interviews, parading, saying he's not going to fight the interim champion of the world. He's terrified of Tom Aspinall. He's shaking in his boots. But he's going to beat Stipe Miocic. Dana White's going to... I will call this right now if there was a betting line for it. Dana White goes in the post-fight interview and says, well, I thought it was going to be a close fight, but even I didn't expect the greatness of Jon Jones to just drop his nuts on my mouth. That's what he's going to say. Stipe Miocic, bro, why have you killed the division? And you know what? Fuck Stipe as well, to be honest. Like, just fought. You should have just fought. I mean, maybe they didn't let him fight. I get it, but you sat out for 3 years. You couldn't just fight somebody? Like, oh, it's a title or nothing for me. Why? You have to get one win. Just one win and you're back in the conversation and we know how good you are. And that's the other thing. Stipe Miocic is at a level in his career that we have no clue about. Like, we have no clue how good he is. So just because we have no clue, and what everyone's going to do is go to the last set point of them remembering Stipe Miocic, which was being a good heavyweight, a great heavyweight champion who got flatlined by Francis Ngannou. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, he was still at least he's still been DC, he's still the second best heavyweight on the planet. You know, just He ain't, right? Hear me out now. You know what? He might beat Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane is the best. Okay, Tom Aspinall beats him. And the heavyweight division's shit, I just realized. Wow. I can't confidently say anyone else beats him. But I would pick Pavlovich to beat him. I'd pick Curtis Blades to beat him. I'd pick Cyril Gane to beat him. I'd pick Jon Jones to beat him. Speaking of which, the pick is going to be Jon Jones. Because obviously he is a fully grown man who is still athletic and training to be a combat athlete. While Stipe Miocic is out there fighting fires, I'm 7 minutes in. Can I drag it out for another 3? Fuck it, I can do it. Now, here's the other thing, right, with Jon Jones. Jon Jones is going to win this fight and call it Alex Pereira. Yeah, the prediction's done. I'm just moving on to what's going to happen next. Here's what's going to happen. He's going to beat Stipe. He's going to call out Alex Pereira. Then Alex Pereira is going to tweet an emoji being like, telephone? Call me, Dana. No one cares. Just fight Ankalaev. Clean out your division first. Then look to fight Tom Aspinall if Tom Aspinall beats Jon Jones. That's what you gotta do. The interim champion is not gonna fucking wait around for you, Jon Jones. I'm sorry, I just swore. But he's not gonna wait around for you to make up your mind if you're gonna stay in the sport or out of the sport. I bet you anything in the world, Jon Jones would be happy to fight Curtis Blades if he ended up beating Tom Aspinall. He'd be happy. But now that it's Tom Aspinall, he knows he wants to make money in the sport, but he doesn't want to fight the best guy on the division. That is probably the biggest fight for him, by the way, because every single fan on the planet wants to see Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones. No one is clamoring for this shit Stipe fight. And I'm pissed. And I look a little bit crazy now, I'm looking at myself. But oh, Jon Jones, you dark quack. Okay, anyway, I've never seen a bigger duck. His entire legacy should be tarnished, in my opinion. He's not fighting the best. Even if he defends his title, I don't give a shit. I don't care about title fights anyway. Like, who cares if a belt is being given to the end of a fight? It doesn't really matter to me. But this is nothing. This is nothing for his legacy. If you have Jon Jones 20th all time, he will remain 20th all time. If you have him as the GOAT, he'll remain the GOAT. If you have him 4, he'll remain at 4. No one cares. You're beating Stipe Miocic, okay. The guy that couldn't be bothered to take a fight in the division. Unless it was for the title, because I'm Stipe Miocic. You are one of the worst divisional GOATs. And even then, you're not even the GOAT of the heavyweight division, let's be honest here. You're only in the UFC because of the propaganda that the Dana White pushes. Fedor Emelianenko clears you, little buddy. So shut your face, lose to Jon Jones, and then retire. And maybe you get a call to go to the UFC Hall of Fame. Mr. Not Gonna Fight Derek Lewis. What the hell? Anyway, now that I've dragged this video out of 10 minutes, here's what I'm gonna say. Like, share, and subscribe. Because YouTube ain't gonna be pushing my content. I don't know what's happened recently. They just ain't having it. I've given Jon Jones too much hate, and Dana White is cracking down on me. That's what I'm blaming this on. Anyway, I'm at 97 subscribers. Let's get me to 100, guys. It's been a week. I'm still begging for the 100 subscribers. We were like 7 subscribers away. We're still not there. So just subscribe, okay? Bye.